today's video is going to be an update on the 12 products that I'm currently panning for my 12 pans of Christmas. If you didn't check out my first video on the 12 pans of Christmas, the intro, I'm going to go ahead and link it above and below because this video will make a little bit more sense. But I started my 12 pans of Christmas on November 1st, going till December 25th, so that gave me about 8 weeks to use them up. And it is currently December 10th, so I have about 15 days to use these products up as much as possible. I'm going to go ahead and get into them, and I'm going to start with the products that I completely emptied. This is the first product that I have completely used up, and this is Benefit Roller Lash. This was my holy grail mascara, and I absolutely loved it. It's so sad. Benefit is not cruelty-free, so I will not be repurchasing it. I haven't done the video yet, but I will be going back to being cruelty-free, so I guess it's not official. But I am not buying products that aren't cruelty-free as of now. So Roller Lash does give you very long lashes, completely clump-free, and I love that about it. It never streaks. And I'm very sad to see it go. I haven't completely used up all the mascara in it because it's just kind of dry now. It's at the point that I can't use it anymore. And also, it's old and I don't want an eye infection, so this is going to go into my empties. This is the other product that I have completely used up, and I am so satisfied looking at this empty bottle. I feel like I had it in my collection forever. I was talking about this on a Products with Horrible Packaging. The sprayer on mine sucked. I have used other mists from Pixi and the sprayer has been just fine, so I think it was just this one. But the formula itself, I just don't think it's something that I need to repurchase or need again. And the way I was using this, because when I would spray it on as a setting spray, it just got really blotchy and it would kind of move my makeup a little bit. So instead, I was using this to like prime my skin before putting foundation on, and then I was also using it to dampen my sponges, and it worked just fine for that. It was an easy way to use it up. And then this morning I took just the smallest amount that was left in here and I poured it on a cotton pad and used it as a toner. So I would not repurchase this one. I just don't think I need it. But the Glow Mist I absolutely love, and I would repurchase that one again. I still have like 3/4 of the bottle, so I don't think I need to get it anytime soon. But they have a rose one they just came out with, and that one I do think I need, so I will be purchasing that in the future. But this one's gonna go ahead and go into my empties. So I totally just realized in my monitor that this plant has some extra foliage on top. It must have sprouted on there. I am the worst plant mom ever. I did not notice. I don't know if that was like that in the last video or it just happened overnight. I have no clue. But right now I have 4 plants that I have managed not to kill. That is a big achievement for me. So bad plant mom for not noticing, but I haven't killed any of them yet. So moving on, this is from Mercier. This is the translucent loose setting powder. I've talked about this a lot in my cult favorite versus my favorite. I just don't think that this is a cult favorite for me. I have other loose setting powders that I love and prefer more to this one. I don't think it's a horrible product, but I don't think I'll be repurchasing it. I do, however, have a travel size one of them that I'm going to be using when I travel, so I still have a little bit more of it to use up. As far as, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it in there, there's not a lot left. There's definitely just some on the sides, and what I need to do is to figure out how to open this and to pull open the tab, like the little sifter in there, to get all the product inside, because it's at the point where I'm like banging it on my table to try to get any out. So this one I do think I will be able to use up by Christmas if I can figure out how to get that lid off. The next product I am panning, also from Mercier, is a tinted moisturizer, and this is in the SPF 20. I believe there are 2 different formulas of this tinted moisturizer. There's like a more matte one for oily skin and then more of like a luminizing or one for dry skin. This would be the dry skin one, and it's also in the shade Porcelain. I just don't love this. I have other tinted moisturizers that I feel like I can throw on and not think about. This one gets streaky when I put it on. Even when I shake it up, I have tried to shake it up. And then also throughout the day, I feel like it shows signs of wear more than any other tinted moisturizer I've used. In fact, most of my tinted moisturizers, I just feel like fade. This one, you can start to see, just like you would a foundation, it almost breaks up a little bit, and it clings to dry patches, so I would not repurchase this or recommend it. I have about 5 or 6 uses left of it, so it's about here, and I think I'll be able to use it in the next 15 days, probably within this week, and then I can throw it into my empties and not repurchase it because I do not like it. Next product is from Becca, and this is the Moonstone highlighter. We'll go ahead and show you guys. It's a very light highlighter. It swatches better than it does go on the cheek, and it has a little bit of like a yellow undertone to it. I don't hate this highlighter. It is just so faint, and I've gotten more into like that blinding highlight. It's just not my favorite anymore. It was one of the first highlighters I did own, and I actually had worn it for my wedding just because it is a very subtle. The way I've been trying to use it up is underneath my brow bone and then also in my inner corner, and it's worked fine just there. I've also worn it under other highlighters just to use it up. I did try today to put it on my lid, and I have it on the inner third of my eye, and I didn't really like it. I used it with some MAC Fix Plus, and it just didn't really give me that glow or that sheen that I wanted, so I had to go ahead and top it with something else. This one I did not expect to hit pan on at all. It just was that I wanted to consciously use it up. So I will probably be using this for the next 6 months, truly, because I really rarely use it on my cheek. I use it for those other small detailing areas. But if I can hit pan on this sometime within the next year, I would be happy, just because it doesn't get a lot of love in my collection, and I feel like I need to try to use it up a little bit more. This one is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid in the shade, I think it's just called Pink. Yes, it's just pink. This is like a under eye primer concealer type thing. It has that color correction in it, and then you put your concealer on top of it. I just don't think it does wonders. I have it on today, and obviously I still have dark circles. I have pretty dark circles. Also, an update is I cracked the lid there. I don't know how I did it. I think I put something heavy on top of it. But you guys can see there's definitely some space in there, and I have been using it. I'd say I use it probably 3 or 4 times a week, not every day, and I don't know if I'm going to get through this till Christmas, but I'm just going to kind of keep going with it. I don't dislike this product. I would be interested to try one of the other shades. They also have a peachy one, and I remember trying to read reviews to see if the pink or peach would be better to cover my dark circles, and what everyone said was the pink, but I want to try the peach one next. I also maybe like to get the green for any kind of redness, because I do really like this formula. It blends out really well. Concealer goes well on top of it too, and I'm hoping to get through this. I'd probably say by the end of January, but I'm going to try to use it up as much as possible and use it every day from now until Christmas, because I haven't been great at using it every single day. This one is so close, right down here, probably 5 or 6 uses left out of it. This is the Tarteist Clay Paint Liner in black. I do like this. I feel like my formula's just gotten to be a little bit old, and it actually looks a little bit dry on the lids, and it's gotten a little bit harder to work with. I do, however, usually use a pen, and that's my preferred method or application of black liner. So this one, it just kind of didn't get a lot of love in my collection, and I wanted to get through it. I don't dislike it. I would recommend it, especially if you like this kind of formula, like a cream where you can go on and put it on with a brush. Also, too, I feel like clay paint liners or just painted on liners are a little bit easier if you are new or a beginner, because you have a brush that has a little bit more control than a pen does. And I feel like it doesn't go on as quickly as a pen does, so you have a little bit more control of the coverage or where it's going. So I would recommend this. I don't know if I myself would repurchase this specific one, just because I always like to try out new products, but I don't think it's a bad product. And this one I think I can definitely get through from now until Christmas. Next is a Stila Shimmer and Glow, not a Glitter and Glow. I have 12 of these between the Shimmer and Glitter formula, and I absolutely love them. This is the one that was just used the most, so this is why I picked it for my project pan. So you can see there's a lot of space in there, and it's actually starting to get kind of hard to get it out of the packaging. This one I think I can use up, or at least use as much as possible. I like to use it on my lid. I also like to use it on my inner corner. It's a really beautiful color. I'm going to do a video on Saturday. I'm going to film it, so you guys will see it next week, I think. But I would do a whole video swatching all of my Stila Shimmer and Glows and Glitter and Glows and maybe some looks with them. But you can see it's like a really pretty iridescent purple. It has some pink shimmer in there. It's so easy to wear. This one, sometimes I like to just take any kind of matte shadow, sometimes a colorful one, sometimes just a brown one, and I go ahead and I smoke it out, and then I put just this on my lid, and it's a very easy everyday kind of eye, and that's mostly how I've been using it. The next 2 products that I am panning are palettes. I have Modern Renaissance from Anastasia Beverly Hills, as well as the Divine palette from Kat Von D. I'm going to talk about this one first. This one has been getting so much love from me on my channel because I've been trying to use it up. It's a very warm tone palette, very neutral, but has some bright pops of color. I absolutely love this palette, and I would repurchase if I hit pan on several of them. I do feel like I need it in my collection, but it does also kind of get lost most days because I just have a lot of new makeup to play with. I think I will hit pan on Vermeer, Buon Fresco, Antique Bronze, and maybe Love Letter. Those are all pretty close. Love Letter, I actually took today on just like a cheek blush brush, and I stamped it out on my hands first, and then I put it on my cheek, and I actually think it looks really pretty. It looks like a very natural pink, and I think I will continue to do that just to use it up because I'm very close to hitting pan on that one. This palette I do absolutely love, as I said. There's a couple shades in here too, I actually should show those. Red Ochre and then Venetian Red I have barely dipped into, so those two I'm going to try to give a little bit more love to from now until Christmas. I definitely think I will be able to hit pan on that one. But for the other palette, I don't think I'm going to hit pan. This one's a little bit harder to use. This is a Divine palette. It's also very messy. Divine palette from Kat Von D, and I bought this as a collector's item. I am from Baltimore and I love John Waters as well, so I bought this as a collector's item. It's just a hard palette to use. The only matte shades you get in here are a white, you get a bright blue or a baby blue, and I hate blue, especially on my eyes, and you get a black. So it's just kind of hard to really create with it. I have a couple videos coming where I'm going to be using it, so we will see how those go. And I've just been doing really simple looks with it. I took Baltimore the other day and I turned it into like a wing liner, and then I took Pink Flamingos, which is the bright green shade in here, and put it on my inner corner. That shade I definitely think I can use from now until Christmas. It's green, it's a nice bright pop of color, so this one I will continue to use. Babs 2 is a very easy lid shade, so I will continue to use them, and I'm going to try to use it up as much as possible. I said in my other video, it was a collector's item for me, so I only had used it maybe 2 or 3 times, so I just wanted to use it up a little bit more, and I have done that. I've just kind of been preferring Modern Renaissance, so I'm going to concentrate on this one for the next 15 days. The next 2 items that I am panning are both lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, and I absolutely love them. I'm just going to go ahead and say it now. I'm going to be repurchasing both of them once they are gone. This is Stila's Patina, and Patina was the first liquid lipstick I ever owned, so I absolutely love it. And Stila's formula in general I just think is great. And what's nice about the 2 liquid lipsticks that I chose, this one is a little bit more warm, this one is a little bit more cool, so I can easily match them to any kind of eye makeup or the rest of my makeup that I'm doing for the day. Definitely will be repurchasing it. It's really hard to see. Liquid lipsticks are kind of hard to use up as opposed to like using just like a regular stick lipstick up, because you can't really see what's in there or really get all of it out with the wand. So I'll just kind of show you the spaces that are left in there, and there are quite a bit. I'm going to use it up as much as possible. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through all of it, but soon. It will be soon that I will be able to put this in my empties and repurchase it. Same thing with the Jeffree Star Gemini. You can see kind of the streakies in there. What I want to do with this too, I keep telling myself and I keep forgetting, I always forget that Jeffree Star's velour liquid lipsticks are eye safe. So what I think I'm going to try to do sometime this week or maybe next week, maybe I'll put it on a video, I think I want to try to do a wing liner with this, and I actually think it would go really well with the warm tones in Modern Renaissance, or just, that's kind of my thought, or maybe do like a cut crease with it. If you guys have used these on the lid, let me know what you think of them or how they work. This one, again, just like the Stila one, I don't know if I'm going to be able to completely use it up by Christmas, but I'm going to continue to throw both of these in my purse after Christmas so that I use them up as much as possible. This one too, I forgot to mention, I also have a travel size of it in my purse that I need to replace with this one so that I use this one up. But both of these shades I will definitely be repurchasing. I absolutely adore them. So that is it for my 12 pans of Christmas update. I will be doing like a finale of sorts the week of Christmas. You guys will probably see it on Christmas Eve because Christmas Day is on a Tuesday when I normally upload, and I will probably avoid uploading on that date if I can. I will probably try to upload on Monday, but I will be posting that. Please go ahead and let me know below if you guys are currently panning anything. I would love to know what you were trying to get through. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell for notifications if you want to see me, and like this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you soon.